Hey, now it's Anthony with A&A Loan and Mobile Car Wash Services. Today, I'm going to be bringing you a mobile car wash story. This is 2013. It's my second year in business. At this point, I started legitimizing everything, switched everything over from sole proprietorship to an LLC. I opened up a business account and just trying to be more legit. While I was at the bank, the lady that was helping me open my account, she's inquiring about my business. She's asking me about the mobile car wash, and she's like, "Hey, do you'll come to me while I'm at work? Can you do the inside? Can you vacuum it out?" And I'm like, "Yes, I can handle all that." So we set up an appointment. Okay, so I arrived to wash her car. I'm excited because I'm like, man, this is a good way for me to network. I can get in this bank and, nothing but females with dirty vehicles. I know at some point they're going to want their cars washed. So I start on a vehicle. I do an amazing job. I'm happy with it. I only charged her $20, but, I'm happy because when you first start your business, any type of business you get, you just be extremely happy no matter how much you get paid. You just happy that that you're growing your business. So at the time, I did security at a tax office, and I leave to go home to get ready to start my shift. So I get there. And as soon as I get there, my phone rings. So I step outside, I answer the phone. It's the lady it's the lady car I just washed. And she's yelling and screaming and carrying on. And I'm like, what is wrong? And I'm like, ma'am, calm down. I can't understand a word that's coming out your mouth. She's, that's all I'm hearing. And I'm like, look, you got to calm down. I can't hear you. I can't even understand what you're saying. So she calmed down enough. She was still irate, but she calmed down enough for I can, so I can understand what she was saying. And she told me that I scratched her plate around the gear shift. Now, she had a Pontiac Solstice. I think that's the name of it. It's a small little convertible. Around the gear shift for some of those cars, they have a chrome plate. And she said that I put a big long scratch on it. So I'm thinking to myself, ma'am, I don't have anything on me that will scratch a vehicle. That will scratch that on the inside of the car. And I'm just thinking, like, how could that have happened? And I don't wear any rings while I'm working. Don't wear any jewelry, any watches, anything for that reason. So, she was still screaming and carrying on. And I said, ma'am, calm down. I said, because if you keep talking to me in that tone, I'm not going to talk to you no more. I'm just going to get off the phone with you and I won't answer your phone calls no more. I need you to calm down. And she just kept yelling and screaming. And I said, ma'am, look, just do us both a favor. How about you call me in the morning when you calm down? And I promise you, if I'm responsible, I'll come take a look at it. If I'm responsible, I promise I'll take care of it. I said, but there's no need for us to get bent out of shape because it's an object. It can be replaced or fixed, or paid for. So she was like, okay, I'll call you in the morning, whatever. She hung up the phone. She's still mad, and I know she is. So I'm puzzled. I'm just thinking like how could I have scratched that? I'm trying to think of ways I possibly could have scratched it. So the only thing that I can think of at the time was the nozzle to my vac is the only thing that scratched it. And I did, lightly, briefly, had my nozzle in that area getting up some crumbs. So one thing I remember is that I took before and after pictures. So I immediately went to my camera phone. At the time, I didn't have a camera. All I had was a cell phone. So I go through it, and I go through the before pictures, and luckily I got a shot of the gear shift. And I look at the before, there's no scratch. Okay, there was no scratch when I got there. Okay, that's been confirmed. So I go to the after pictures, and I just so happen to have the after shot after I got done. So of the gear shift. So I blow it up, and there's a scratch. So there's no doubt I did it. I don't know how. I don't remember doing it, but obviously I did it. So wake up in the morning. She calls me. No, matter of fact, I call her, and I said, "Ma'am, one thing I do is I take before and after pictures because I'm just starting out in business, and I took before and after pictures, and I said, in the before shot, there is no scratch. In the after shot, there is a scratch. So I had to have done it. Now I want to reassure you that was not done on purpose. It was an accident, and I will take care of it. And I said, give me the make and model of your car, give me the VIN number, and I'll go to the dealer and I will order you another plate. So, I'm not really upset about it because the plate, I'm thinking the plate will only be at the most $100, So I get to the dealership, I tell the guy about what happened, and he looks it up, and he said that plate is like $300. I'm like, what? And he said, well, you're not just buying the plate, you're buying the whole gear shift because it's attached, the plate and everything is attached to it. And it has a chip in it, a plug-in in it, and I guess so when you put it in gear, it shows up on the dashboard of what gear you got it in. And I'm like, oh my God. But hey, that's the price of doing business. So I replaced it, and I set up an appointment for her to go to the dealer to get it installed, and they didn't charge me for installing it. And since I own the business, they gave me a wholesale wholesale on the part, and they installed it for me. So I only had to pay $300 to get it and get it installed. It's still high, but it could have been higher if I was just a regular average Joe. So, I get it fixed. She was happy about it and everything, but she never called me again to wash her car, and I understand because, she don't want to go through that again. And she explained it to me. The reason why she got so upset is because her husband wanted to take care of the car, and I guess her husband felt the type of way she's letting someone else wash the car. He wanted to do it. And if she brings the car back with a scratch on the gear shift, he might flip a lid. So that's why she was so sensitive about it. And so, that's what it is, price of doing business. I was out of $300.